Hey Internet, Eric here. It's October. Happy Halloween, October 31st. This whole month I have been discussing horror movies that I had never seen. And what's one film franchise that people have beaten to death and have to watch every Halloween? Halloween. Or a Halloween movie. Halloween as in Michael Myers. And I had discussed the original franchise before David Gordon Green's trilogy came out years ago. I have a whole playlist of that. And then as the movies came out from David Gordon Green and his trilogy, I have discussed those. So I thought I was pretty much done with the franchise until I realized, well, there is a Halloween movie that I have never seen, technically. Like I said with, what was it? I don't remember what it was, but recently I did one, The Fog. I discussed John Carpenter. I discussed how I'd seen The Fog once decades ago, remember jack shit. Well, tonight, this entry into the Halloween franchise is one that I had seen once, but it was back in the days when you could only get it on a bootleg VHS tape. I knew of the differences, but it's been so long I don't remember how they panned out on screen. Today I'm going to talk the unrated producer's cut of Halloween 6. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. This came out in 1995. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel of what the plot is for this one. Like I said, I've discussed it before. If you want to find out what I think about the theatrical version, the one that counts, go ahead and check out that playlist. I'm going to discuss the differences in this one, and, well, do I prefer this over the theatrical? I've done this once before, where I discussed the work print edition of Rocky 5. So this starts off. You know what? I'll say this. This does make some improvements on the theatrical. I like how this starts off, and we have Dr. Loomis giving a narration instead of Tommy Doyle, talking about his history of Michael Myers, this and that. Donald Pleasance he's got that voice. He's perfect for narration. We get to see some clips. We get more of Jamie Lloyd on the gurney being wheeled. She gives birth to the little baby. We have some flashback scenes where they show what happened to her and what happened to Michael at the end of 5. Because we all know the Man in Black showed up with a fucking Tommy gun, killed everybody, broke Michael out of the jail cell, and then we just see Jamie, whisper, say, "Oh no," boom, movie's over. Here we get to see the Thug Squad, or whatever you want to fucking call them, the Cult of Thorn. They throw Michael into the back of a van. Jamie is called outside of the police station. She is kidnapped by the Cult of Thorn. They blow up the police station. So I liked that, even though Michael looked dumb as shit being like thrown into the back of that van. I liked that little bit of continuity if you don't necessarily remember how part 5 ended. So that's bonus points for me. Again, I liked Donald Pleasance's narration, and that was a lot better. We get a lot more Man in Black in this. I liked, because that was pretty much dropped. I mean, we get a little bits and pieces here and there when Danny's, hearing Win, as the Man in Black, "Kill for me, kill for him," that type of bullshit. We get to see more Man in Black in the background, focused on his stupid spur, so we know who it is. So again, the continuity. It's a small thing, but I like how they explain why Dr. Loomis isn't all fucking burned up. Because if you are doing let's say a marathon, and you finish shitty Halloween 5 and you jump into this, no burn scars, hand is completely fixed, face is completely fixed, and they just act like everything's fucking honky-dory. He explains how it costs a lot of money. He got skin grafts, plastic surgery. It's super, super quick, but it's necessary, so you don't think it's a continuity error. Why would you take that out? Another thing that's different that I think is an improvement, Jamie Lloyd's death. I like how she wasn't just killed in the barn, shoved on that tractor or whatever it was, that thresher, and then it was turned on. She got chopped up. She was just stabbed. Michael doesn't have the baby, and then she is sent to the hospital. She's having these flashbacks. She's dreaming. She's in a coma, and she's just dreaming of being in on the gurney in the cult, dealing with all that stupid bullshit. And then Man in Black shows up with a gun with a silencer and shoots her in the head. He says, basically, you've outdone your need. Or he says something, we've gotten all we need from you, Jamie, and then shoots her and kills her. I like that because they got what they needed from her, the baby. She doesn't need to be alive. And it's the Man in Black win, whatever, like I said, movies from 95. He's covering up his tracks. You know what I mean? Sealing up all the loose ends. So I like that. What else? Little bits and pieces here are added. I like how when the girlfriend of the blonde chick, when the blonde chick's brother, let me rephrase it. The girlfriend of the blonde chick's brother, when he's already killed. When she's killed, she's stabbed from behind, but it's not slow motion. It doesn't look lame. Michael's just going to town on her. I like when fucking John Strode, the biggest asshole in this fucking movie, and that includes the Howard Stern ripoff. I like when he's killed, even though, maybe it's because this is, HD. I like how his head doesn't explode. He's just electrocuted. I thought the head explosion in the theatrical cut, which they added, looked dumb. It was unnecessary. It was stupid. I'm glad he fucking died because they had that Howard Stern ripoff character, and he was supposed to be obnoxious, but this guy was like pure asshole. He's like Trent from Friday the 13th, 2009. I'm glad he died, and even though the dummy that was thrown up against the electrical circuit breaker, you can see the face is fake because it's high def. I'm glad his head didn't explode. After Howard Stern is killed and he's put into the tree, theatrical version, you have a little girl just say, "It's raining. It's raining red. It's raining." In this version, she's kind of singing a song about it, and that makes it kind of creepy to me. So I like that. What else? Improvements. That's about it. Now, oh boy. Let's get to some of this stuff. First off, the soundtrack is different. There's no synth Halloween theme, which is disappointing because I liked that. I liked the electrical guitar and the synth and all that stuff that was in the theatrical version. So that was a step down. Man. Whew, although during the ending credits, I do like that little take on the Halloween theme. Okay. Let's get to how Michael is defeated. Now, there's this ongoing thing about what the Cult of Thorn is, and all this stupid jazz. So, I don't know if there's an improvement or not, because it's really lame that he's just beaten up with a pipe, and by Tommy Doyle, and they get away in the theatrical version after he kills a bunch of the fucking doctors. Well, in this, Tommy thinks that because of the whole Cult of Thorn stuff, that Michael can be stopped with good runes, like good rune stones. So he Michael's after them all. He puts these rune stones on the fucking ground, cuts his hand, so he's bleeding, does something with the fucking blood, I guess. And then as Michael's choking him out, he says the word Sam Hain, for Halloween or whatever it is. And then Michael just lets him go and then just kind of freezes in his tracks. That's how he's defeated? That's how he's beaten? I mean, I don't know. Because just seeing Michael having the shit kicked out of him with the pipe and like the green blood coming out of his mask in the theatrical, that was dumb. But this is like really fucking hokey. And then we've already dealt with the Cult of Thorn shit and its hokiness. I do like how we see what happens to Loomis. I think that's an improvement because the movie ends the same way. They get out. They're in the truck. They're getting ready to drive away. Come with us. I have stuff here to attend to. One more matter of business or some bullshit. And then it literally just cuts to Michael's mask on the ground, a needle, and Loomis screaming in the background. I guess Michael unmasked and killed Loomis? Maybe. I know they had to change the ending because Donald Pleasance passed away. This ending in the producer's cut would lead to them needing Pleasance again. So Pleasance goes, and he thinks he finds Michael laying down on the ground. Rune stones are messed up. It's Wynn under the mask. pulls the mask off, and it's Wynn, because Wynn um, found Michael all frozen in his place. And you find out that Michael attacked him, and then they switch clothes, this and that. Wynn grabs Loomis, and he grabs his wrist very briefly. Loomis raises his hand, and he sees the Cult of Thorn tattoo on him. And basically, Wynn is basically telling him, okay, you're Michael's caregiver now. Which really, like, I think that, and then, combined with Loomis's gut-wrenching scream, which we do hear in the theatrical version, it's such a downer of an ending, because now this creature that Loomis has been wanting to kill since 1978 is now under his guidance, under his care. So that's such a depressing but gut punch type of ending. Like, if you're into, like, you love the Dr. Loomis character, and I love just the way Michael looks. He's in shadows, but he's walking away in Loomis's, or not Loomis's, Wynn's outfit. The trench coat, the hat, and stuff like that. Now, let's get to the point of the movie that everyone talks about. Okay. We find out who is the baby's daddy. And for some reason, someone in their infinite wisdom decided to make Michael the father of Jamie's baby. Michael, the father of his niece Jamie's baby. Now, they kind of hint at it in a little bit. There is a flashback scene where Jamie is tied down to the fucking Cult of Thorn table, and her legs are open. You do see Michael walking up the stairs. If you can't put two and two together, then that's fine, because they don't make it seem like Michael's gonna fucking have sex with his niece. But now Kara is her name, the blonde chick I was talking about earlier. Kara is now tied to the rune table, and the Cult of Thorn members are doing their thing, and Michael shows up, and Michael is supposed to kill the baby because that's the last of his bloodline, and then they're going to pass the Cult of Thorn curse on to, what the fuck is his name? The blonde-headed kid, it doesn't matter. Danny. I don't know how Kara is able to figure this out, but literally she stops Michael in his tracks, because Michael isn't going to kill the baby, because she says, you know who the baby's father is, don't you, Michael? It's yours. Why? Why did we need incestual rape in a Halloween film? If you're going to rape Jamie Lloyd to impregnate her, I get it. Her whole family bloodline is dead. Okay? You need her to get pregnant. Now, why didn't you? If Michael's supposed to kill the last of his bloodline, why didn't you just have him kill Jamie right then and there? Why keep her alive for all this time? Why have Michael fucking knock her up? Why not have one of the Cult of Thorn members knock her up? Granted, that would, keep the bloodline going. Then Michael can make the final sacrifice. Why does it have to be Michael's child? Because even if it was fucking Dr. Wynn who raped her, it would still be part of Michael's bloodline because of the blood in Jamie Lloyd. He could still kill the bloodline, blah, blah, blah. Uncle Mikey should not have touched his niece. Stupid. Awful. Be ashamed of yourself for just having something that dumb. Like, Rob Zombie put a rape scene in his director's cut of his first Halloween. Unnecessary, stupid, pointless. Nowhere near as dumb as that scene in this. Now, which one of these do I prefer? Oh, it's tough, because first off, I'm not a big fan of Halloween 6. I do like how the opening credits, it's Halloween, but the A is like the Cult of Thorn type of thing. Which one do I like better? I'm not a huge fan to begin with of Part 6. I know it has its fans for some reason. I don't know. It does improve on stuff. Like I said, those little things, the opening narration with Loomis is better. The fixing the loose ends of certain things is better. But that whole that whole scene of Michael raping Jamie, the implied stuff, and then the whole rune stone things is fucking dumb as shit. I can't pick a preference. They both just exist because what it does improve on, it really shits the bed with that fucking rune shit and baby daddy stuff. So take that for what you want. I cannot decide which is better or worse. So with that, you get what you get. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment below. Tell me what you prefer. If you've seen both of these versions, what do you prefer? Which version and why? Give me examples why. Did they really need to have Michael fucking rape his niece? No. If you agree with that for some reason, you fucking sickos, tell me why that was a good idea. That's it. This was fun. This whole October thing. Horror movies I'd never seen. I am going to do a couple of videos on ones that didn't make the cut down the road. Like Skinamarink will be up there. Something Wicked This Way Comes. Wreck. A lot of things that I didn't get to talk about in October will happen eventually down the road. But my plan for November is suggested by Mike from an American Werewolf in New Jersey. I'll probably do the Punisher films. And I'm going to talk Rocky. So that'll be fun. So that's it. Happy Halloween, everybody. Be safe. Don't be stupid. Get candy. Get drunk. Do it at home. Cheers.